my name is Adam Remnant, and this song is called Ruthie. Oh, Ruthie, with the summer heat dying down, there's no rules in this town. With the brush alongside the road, we got nowhere to go. And as the cold fronts scatter, we tend to daily matters, and the first frost lets us know what we will have to undergo. Oh, Ruthie, I see you working hard at home and on your family's farm. Oh, and I can work hard too. Ruthie, let me work for you. Oh, Ruthie, both of us know it's been a hard year, and how the future is still not clear, how trouble always hovers near, and how we have to persevere. So let us backfill what's been defiled, and let the wilderness be wild. Yeah, let all 4 seasons have their say as the last 6 months decay. Oh, Ruthie, I've been troubled in mind. I've been serving time for some mysterious unknown crime. Ruthie, let us leave these troubles behind. Oh, Ruthie, none of this comes as much of a surprise, but still the tears well up in your eyes. But all the madness the world employs will not be strong enough to destroy all of the sweetness we have gained with our garden plots and rain, with our apple trees and all we can harvest through the fall. Oh, Ruthie, oh, won't you take this ring? Come, let us marry by next spring. I know the weather won't make up its mind. Oh, but Ruthie, I've made up mine. Hi, this is Adam Remnant. You're listening to Live from Studio A on WLCI 97.5. And this song is called Somewhere Else Tonight. I've been working 7 days a week. Wish I had a Sabbath to observe. One day I'll vanish from these streets if I ever build up the nerve. You see, I am weary, but I'm restless. I got a mind to take flight. So if we leave right now, we could be somewhere else tonight. What if all my childhood dreams came true? My adolescent fantasies intact. Maybe I should have shed them long ago. Never can convince myself to stop looking back. You see, I'm weary, but I'm restless. I got a mind to take flight. So if we leave right now, we could be somewhere else tonight. But honestly, all these thoughts that ail me don't outweigh my fear of failing. So let's just admit to ourselves we're not going anywhere. Besides, you know, I'm no good with a map, and the traveling would set us back. And besides, I'm resigned to simply wait and see, and trusting my fate to the hands of destiny to take care of me. But I recall my reoccurring dream, the one where I am driving at high speeds, but I'm confined to the back seat, reaching for the wheel as I veer off of the street. You gotta get scared to get courageous, and I sure am scared, alright. But if we leave right now, we could be somewhere else tonight. Yes, if we leave right now, we could be somewhere else tonight. This is Adam Remnant, and this song is called California. Here I go now to California, seeing me wash in the sun and the sea. Never mind my mere misfortune in the land of opportunity. All my fears will be forgotten, all my dreams will be redeemed once I get to California. Eat the fruit right off the tree. Last night I dreamed of California, stars hanging low and bright in the sky, just like diamonds down from heaven. California, diamond mine. All my fears will be forgotten, all my dreams will be redeemed once I get to California. eat the fruit right off the tree. California, are you just a dream? Are you as real as you seem? Promise me prosperity, feed me milk and honey. All my fears, may they be forgotten. All my dreams, may they be redeemed. Once I get to California, eat the fruit right off the tree. Once I get to California, eat the fruit right off the tree. This song is called When I Was a Boy. When I was a boy, I would play night and day. I could see a world of make-believe, the heroes I wanted to be. I was a boy, I spoke like a boy, but now those ways have come to an end. And I couldn't wait just to understand what it means to be a man when I was a boy. A boy, ghost riding my bike, afraid of girls I liked. I would stare at the way she wore her hair, at the way she smiled so sweet. When I was a boy, I would stare at the wall, I would wait for her to call, of course she wouldn't. Maybe she was waiting on me, waiting on a man when I was a When I was a boy, I would hide, I knew how to escape from danger. And I was aware, even then, that the world's not fair. I wondered why I should care at all. When I was a boy, I merely survived, but surviving turned me into a man. Still I long for the time when I was a keeping it in tune. All right, I'm ready when you are, Garrett. Okay. All right, this song is called Giver of Life. Can a man not find asylum? Does a Sabbath morning stand for next to nothing now? Amanda, won't you bring me some water? A giver of life, won't you give it to me? I'm not worried, 'cause I know you'll be there for me. At work I was sweating, piping some crawl space full of apprehension, when unbeknownst to me she deemed me helplessly dependent, and wanting ways to salvage this, I wagered to guess our dreams are the keys and obstructions to our happiness, and your hazel eyes appeared to me in visions of offbeat beauty. Your shaking voice did concede you had something to tell me, and as you tried to find the words, I understood before I heard, and I knew that I must find you then, and made my way outside, out into the sunset's glare. In that muddy yard I gasped for air. I was as helpless as the day that I was born. Amanda, I need you more than ever. A giver of life, won't you give it to me? I'm not worried, 'cause I know you'll be there for me. So I'm home late from work, and Lord knows you're late too. Amanda, it looks like we'll be late forever, but that's okay. The family sticks together. Yeah, that's okay. I pray our family sticks together.
Adam Remnant, introduce yourself. I'm Adam Remnant.
Say Adam Remnant, right?
I play guitar.
Yeah. Play guitar and Adam Remnant. Okay.
I'm employed at Adam Remnant. It's like people's Facebook says, like, employed at Adam Remnant.
Are you guys rolling? Are we all rolling?
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're originally from Dayton.
Right.
How has that affected your sound?
Probably somewhere influenced by sort of Dayton music scene as I was growing up. There was Kim and Kelly Deal of the Breeders lived like 2 blocks away from my house, and so I definitely remember being an impressionable 12 or 13 years old and listening to the Breeders. Like Cannonball was a hit on MTV, and my first concert was it was at Hera Arena, and it was the Breeders, Guided by Voices, and the Afghan Wigs, and the New Bomb Turks. And at some point, I think me and my brother and a couple of our friends went and knocked on Kim and Kelly Deal's door. We found their address in the phone book and knocked on their door, and they kindly autographed our merchandise that we had for them to sign. So then we went back a couple more times and kind of just started. I think they started getting annoyed with us showing up repeatedly.
Okay, so you come from a musical family. Tell me a little bit about that.
My parents weren't super musical. My dad plays harmonica. He plays he was always playing like blues harmonica when I was growing up, and he would listen to like lots of like old recordings. He'd listen to I remember him listening to Jimmy Rogers recordings and just thinking that it sounded so old, and I couldn't quite understand why he liked that music until I got older, obviously. But I think it was just me and my brothers. My brother Joseph got an electric guitar when we were like 12 years old, and shortly after he got one, I got one, and my parents enrolled us in guitar lessons, and I think we shared a room, and so we just always played music together, and that was sort of our thing that we were obsessed with. We didn't play sports. We just came home we weren't in any extracurricular activities outside of school. We just came home and listened to lots of music and played lots of music, and so and then that eventually influenced our younger brother Jesse as well. So now there's like 3 remnants floating around the country making music.
Okay, how about with this one? Would you consider any of some of the stuff that you've been writing in more recent years has been sort of like conceptual?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about that, like the concepts that
Sure.
sort of go behind?
Do you want me to jump into like specifics of the concepts, or just like the idea of
Yeah.
writing concepts?
Concept album, like how what are sort of the concepts that you draw from, and how do you feel about concept albums?
Right.
It's like,
I don't know. I mean, I think concept albums, I'm not generally like, I don't exclusively listen to concept albums by any means. If anything, they're kind of more, I listen to them less than other things. But I think it was just more of a challenge as a writer to be able to, instead of just write a song, try to write an album, try to write a group of songs that kind of hang together and make sense together. And I like the idea of sort of conceiving an album of having a start and an end. I don't know, the album that I'm working on right now will be more thematic and less conceptual, I think. But the concepts of like the last couple Southeast Engine albums, one was sort of a concept album around a family living in Southeast Ohio during the Great Depression. And I wrote a couple songs from characters from that point of view, and then I was like, well, I got a couple songs like that. Might as well write a whole album's worth. And so that idea just sort of spread. And I like the idea of an album being sort of focused and singular, as opposed to, although at the same time, I love the White Album, which is just all over the map. But I think, and it still has, it's sort of singular in its sort of sprawling chaos, That's the theme of that album. So I like the idea of an album having some sort of singular focus, whether it's chaos or a particular sound or topic that it's covering, if that makes sense.
If we have time before this camera dies, just probably talk about what you're doing with the solo record and with Total Blam Blams.
Okay, yeah. So right now I've been working on a solo record where I'm just recording everything at home, and over the last year I've been creating a home studio, which I'm not an engineer by trade or anything, so I'm kind of learning as I go. But working in studios, I love recording to tape, so I got a 8-track reel-to-reel tape machine, and I'm trying to track as much to that as possible. And but it's coming along. It's been a slow process because I'm writing all the parts, playing all the parts, and learning how to engineer everything as I go. And then the Total Blam Blams is a band with Scott Winland and Brandon Robinson and Nathan from Sport Fishing USA. and Sarah Dollinger, and we've just kind of started a couple months ago, right? Yeah, and it's sort of just the idea to play with some other local musicians and have a reason to go play some shows. But it's been really fun and collaborative. So.
Cool. Do you already do a WLCI tag?
We did an audio one. Oh yeah, we did that.
All right.
But did I say Sarah's last name right? I think I'm.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Are you done with him?
Yeah.
That was right. Because I was gonna say you maybe. Well, I guess the album is the plan for the future, and you talked about it. So,
Yeah.
any other things you'd like to add? Maybe your website, or you don't have to do that.
Nah.
No.
www.adamremnant.com http://
My website.